Damn, son, where'd you find this?
left to give you, 'cause you weren't good to me. Well, I ain't got no news left to feed you, 'cause you weren't good to me. It's cold, it's dark, it's deep and it's wet, but you ain't gonna make it if you don't let someone in. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. My cousin Greg, well, he's a greedy son of a bitch. He's making his way from Florida up to LA. Ooh. He left the Tropicana, passed through Louisiana. He laughs hard and carries on, but he can barely stand you.
All his physicists and buddies, they all wear the snow white coats, goggles to shield the elements from their eyes. Greg's companion Andy, he lives his life vicariously through his mathematics.
If you wanna live a good life, well, you better stay away from the limelight. If you wanna live a good life, well, you better stay away from the limelight.
Well, they call him Rolling Jane. He's got a heart that's made of brains. He fell in love once and thought about it for days. When I said to him, I said, well, hey there,
Where'd you go last night? He says, I don't know, but I woke up with a pocket full of loot. If you wanna live a good life, well, you better stay away from the limelight. If you wanna live a good life, well, you better stay away from the limelight.
Where'd one of your shoes go? He looked at me and said, that's not important.
Please don't you point your photon ray gun at me. If you wanna live a good life, well, you better stay away from the limelight. Stay away, quick. If you wanna live a good life, well, you better stay away from the limelight.
That's fun. Here's my story, sad but true, about a girl that I once knew. She took my love and ran around with every single guy in town. From the very start, this girl would leave me with a broken heart. So listen, people, what I'm telling you is that keep away from a runaround Sue.
Miss a little silly smile on her face, the look wearing the girl the guy and the moral of the story from the guy who knows. I fell in love and my love still grows. That skinny fool that she ever knew said, keep away from a runaround Sue. I said, hey, hey, away, away.
Sounding great, you guys. I'm loving the new album. You just came out with Little Neon Limelight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, do you want to tell me maybe a little more about the recording process? Or?
Yeah, we recorded in Nashville with Dave Cobb, and it was the first time we had experienced like working with a producer, which was really cool.
Yeah,
like another member, really, and he helped us kind of tighten up a little bit, and because we play way more live shows than we would ever do in a recording studio.
So is this your first album, or how did you put it?
This is our second album.
Okay.
Yeah, so first time working with a producer.
So you're from Indiana?
Yes,
correct?
Southern Indiana, yeah.
Cool.
Right by Louisville, Kentucky.
So did you spend any time in Nashville before you guys started recording?
Every once in a while.
Yeah, we would go down there and play shows and stuff, but we hadn't spent that much time. We were there for about 2 weeks.
Yeah. I love Nashville.
Yeah.
The reason I asked.
It's the best.
And I suppose I should mention that I'm speaking to people who have names.
Yes.
Matt.
Yes.
Yes. And Katie, who tried to introduce herself as Zach earlier. So it's very nice to meet you guys. I was going to say, too, it's your album really sounds like it's influenced by where you're from. Do you think the same thing?
Yeah, like Korn. Yeah. And no, like definitely no. I know, like I just relate everything to Korn.
Everything related to Korn, yeah. Everything with backwards letters in the actual title. No, I love that area, and I feel like your album's really sounds like it's influenced by the general area of where you reside. I guess I would say. So
yeah, it's hard like describing it because there really isn't a word like for it.
Yeah,
it's just
home and sort of the feeling of home, I guess. But I think it's also just influenced by what we're listening to and the music we grew up on. And
what are you listening to right now?
We're on a pretty big Neil Young kick.
We can't get off. John Prine, Randy Newman. It's like, I don't know, a lot of like all kind of 70s-ish.
What's really funny is a lot of people have been saying Randy Newman lately when I ask that question. Because I'm always interested in what people are listening to when they're recording their albums.
Awesome. And Tobias Gesso. And which is amazing.
He's one tall babe.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I'd never really heard a lot of people talk about Newman before, and then he popped off and everybody kind of related, and Nielsen. And then the Foxygen guys like Rado and them like Randy Newman, I'm told.
Yeah. Cool. So you played Neumos last night. I had, I was working last night right across the street. I had a very, let's say intoxicated friend run across the street and said he had a great time.
Nice.
It was a really good show. Yeah. Did you guys have fun?
It was rowdy.
They were like,
you're
like, I don't think crowds like that happen often where everybody's just ready. Like,
ready to go.
Nobody's just going, I guess I'll go check out the show. It was like,
Yeah, they were
game time.
excited. It was cool.
Yeah, it can happen sometimes in Seattle too. The people can be. We have this thing called the Seattle Freeze every once in a while. So when there's a very lively show like that, it always makes me happy to
Nice.
hear about it.
There were,
So I'll get
it's like
outside.
Mardi Gras down there, and nothing special was going on. It's just that's
Oh
how
no!
it
So
is.
busy.
Every Friday and Saturday, all of a sudden in Capitol Hill, it's like Mardi Gras.
It's
It's
crazy.
a cool town.
And I work down there on Fridays and Saturdays, so I
Yeah.
get to be there every time.
Yeah.
Ugh. Anyway, enough about me. So you're on your way to Portland next?
Yeah.
Today.
Playing the Wonder Ballroom.
Yep. Back to Portland. We stopped in Portland a couple of days ago. Then
Cool.
we came here and then back to Portland.
Wow.
Yeah.
Just all over the place in
Yeah.
the Northwest. Great. Well, thank you very much for being here today. It was lovely to hear you play.
Thank you.
And have a good rest of your tour.
Thanks.
Thank you
Great,
so much for
thanks.
having us.
Yeah, of course. You got to tune in 90.3. It's KEXP in Seattle.
Discover new music at listener-powered KEXP.org.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?